Hello there, Lunch and Learners. Welcome to another episode here with us at Lunch and Learn. Today we have Coach Ceci here online with us.
Yeah.
Coach Bruce is going to be joining us a little later today, but we have another series for you guys. This is a 6-day series. It's called Conceive, Believe, and Achieve Your Success Pathway. And there's 6 steps that we want to talk about. And we're going to start talking about those 6 steps in today's lesson. So why don't we get started, Coach Ceci, and we'll kind of go through this together here.
Okay, so we're talking about conceive, believe, and achieve is your path, your success path. When we was thinking about that is okay. Let's read first, no? So say title: Igniting Imagination, Unleashing the Power of Creative of Idea Creation. Welcome to a brand new chapter.
Sorry. Let me just make this bigger. Sorry, Ceci.
Thank you.
Okay.
Welcome to a new chapter of Lunch and Learn, as Coach Juan said, as we embark on a journey to unlock the key word today, unlock our creative potential. Today, today marks the beginning of our 6-day mini series, Ignition Imagination, where we delve, delve into an art of idea innovation, and unleashing your inner visionary. Day one today, idea creation in today's episode. We're diving headfirst into the realm of idea creation, methods of stock imagination, discover problem techniques to stimulate your creativity and spark the flow or innovative ideas. Opportunity identification. Learn how to identify opportunities that come to us that resonate with your goals and aspirations, creating a bridge between your ideas and reality. Thinking outside the box. Engage in exercises designed to expand your thinking beyond boundaries and develop novel solutions to challenges. By the end of today's session, you'll be able to be equipped with a toolkit of strategies to infuse your life with creativity and generate ideas that can shape your future endeavors.
Yes. And Ceci, I want to kind of like work backwards with this one. As you know, we read this last part, thinking outside the box. Can we share some of the exercises that we use with our audience here so that they can kind of like get an idea? What is the, how do we use our imagination when we're working maybe with maybe our C type goal, or maybe something that we're trying to work on, and maybe we have a project? How do we tap into our imagination when we're working in those areas?
Well, for me, the best one, the first one to say is to create what I am. And when I'm creating, we create our C-type goals. And the first step is step is to create what I'm creating. What is my creation in that goal? So what I came up with is that I'm creating Cecilia as a real estate investor and as a success a consultant. And when I think about that, then I give up the constraining of the old stuff that I was thinking. Then it has to be a goal like this. I'm open up. I'm thinking about the fact that this opportunity is not only for me or for certain people, kind of people. It's going for everybody. When everybody will participate and will cover my goal, and I will be able to serve everybody. So that one will be the creative part. I creating and I can do this goal and I create to become this human being, not only one area but in many areas of my life, and I can come to how do I do this? Imagine with my imagination, let it go, not being stopped or limit to a certain rules to create a goal. But say, you know what? We're gonna have an imagination. We're gonna let it go according to my aspirations and my vision that I want to create. So The first thing, as I said here, is diving into the realm of creation. And the creation only comes starting with the imagination, with the visualization, with the creation of those things. Start everything in our brains, in our minds, start what we want to create. If we don't put that, if we don't have the ability to use our faculties that we have as human beings, we're not going to be able to move forward in life and keep always doing the same, repeating what other people do, not creating our own stuff according to our individuality. So I was thinking that in the creation of our life is the same thing in everyday's life. Just to let it go the imagination, give yourself time to dream, to enjoy, to feel good about who you are already and who you want to be. And get out of that box that you are limited to certain standards, but get out of there and think, okay, I created myself to be a real estate investor, and now gonna be also creating out of that box. I'm gonna be being expanding my territory, expanding my endeavors, and I'm going to be also being strong and be compassionate and compassionate with people and offer them another way to celebrate their life by becoming a success, a consultant. How can I help them to get out and move them? Could I help them to develop their brains, develop because we all have the power in there. We're talking about we have a lot of six, I think it's six, especially ideas or elements in our brains, but we don't use it because we are afraid or we don't want to keep the society, keep the group that we belong together, and we don't want to get out of there. And the one of those ones that I was said, the imagination, the intuition, and that using those faculties, we're going to be able to create.
Yes.
And that's so important that we use, and one of the visualization, the imagination, the memorization, it's another one too. So important that we need recall that and be there to live and there to dream and create new things every day. Whatever your mind gives you away, dream, create that dream, make it possible. Believe in this could not be achieved. Believe in yourself and in what you're creating, and everything will be achieved in life. So you have a control to create your life. I would say.
Yes. Here's our Coach Bruce. Coach Bruce, welcome to the party.
Yes,
Thank you. How are things going?
Good,
great.
good. You know, today this is our topic for this week, Bruce, right here. And that's what we're talking about today. Conceive, believe, achieve your success pathway. And today we're talking about our imagination. How can we use our imagination to create those things that we want to create? And I was just asking Ceci to share with the audience, like, what are some of the techniques that she uses to tap into that imagination when it comes to creating a new business, creating a C type goal. Like, for example, for me, when I remember when I was a kid, I was to ride around with the not ride around, but ride a horse, like with the broom. And I used to wear my cowboy hat. I used to run away, and I was running so fast I used to flip my hat because the wind flew it off. That was like tapping into my imagination. That's the kind of imagination that we kind of want to bring back to reality nowadays, because you can still tap into those resources. Would you
Correct.
agree with that, Bruce, or do you have a different way of thinking?
Again, guys, totally. It's what you're doing with your imagination is so beautiful. It's unrestrained. It's total freedom. I picture you, I did the same thing with my cowboy hat and my broomstick. Because when you're a kid, there's no limitation. As adults, one of the additional resources is brainstorming either with other people, or today I am actually using chat GPT and artificial intelligence. Give me a list of possible ideas for a course. Give me a list of possible ideas where I can find singles, if that was my goal. Give me a list of possible resort destinations where we can do trainings. and Chat GPT, they give you a wonderful list, and I know that I will see or read something. It's like, I never thought about that before. So for me, brainstorming is a huge way to expand imagination.
Beautiful. Yeah, and I love that. I love that. We get to do that here with our mastermind groups that we have created those masterminds here within the academy. So anybody can be part of that academy. If you want some more information about how to join one of our mastermind groups, one of our mastermind group sessions that we do, and how do we use our imagination, how do we tap into all these resources that we're talking about, you get all those details when you join one of our sessions that we do, and we do them every day.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. This is so great. I just got off a call with, her name is Jen Loving, and she was the speakers coach that did this spa weekend. And, we were talking about developing me as a speaker. And I realized, and I got this at Landmark years ago, that as your life expands, your calendar grows. And my fear was always about not being in integrity, like not honoring an agreement to talk with somebody, meet with somebody. And today we're actually discussing, can she refer virtual assistants? Because I'm getting to the point where I feel like I need somebody to help keep me on track. And as I was going through a lot of my files this past weekend, I was getting rid of a lot of files. It was like I had this woman who used to come into my office every day, Penny, and Penny kept me on track. So I've kind of been missing some of that in the work environment. So it's like letting you viewers know, don't be afraid of your schedule expanding. It just means you need to put things in place to handle those things. Mm-hmm. Your life will expand. Integrity might initially be a concern, but no, that's just a part of the growth of your life. And don't be afraid of making a mistake ever. Just what are you going to do when you find out that those things are coming up? Are you going to put something in place to handle that? So we do a lot of brainstorming. You don't have to have the answers, but get with a group of people you trust, and answers are always out there.
Yeah, and the how always shows up when you're doing the work, when we do the work, and that's something that we've been finding out too. We've known this for years, but actually, as you start practicing those things, like like Bruce talked about, using ChatGPT, all of a sudden you see something in ChatGPT, they'll give you a list of 10, but like, oh man, I never thought about putting it together like this. And then you kind of start working, your imagination starts to work, but like then you go off to your day, you go for a walk, and your imagination is still working for you. So I love it.
Yeah. And again, if you have certain passions, can you align with somebody who shares one of your passions, and then empower them to be the leader in that? So it doesn't have to take all of your time, but you could be there to support that person as they create the pathway. So you're there, you're getting that passion taken care of. Juan is really the person we're empowering to run the early part of the creation of and growth of my CBA Academy. So because he's brilliant and he's passionate, and he's so trusting, he's so creative and inventive. So he's really added so much to my life. Like, I have so many passions, and I got a partner now that, hey, what do you think? What do you think? And we have Coach Cecilia here too. So we got to get so many things handled.
I'm trying to unmute. Says I can't unmute you. Says he's sorry.
Yes, I did. It's fine.
We hear you now. I hear her.
Loud and clear. So Ceci, what are some of your passion I know you talk about real estate, but what are some of the images that you see as a real estate investor? Like, do you see yourself selling houses? Do you see doing the like working with the team of people in real estate? Like what's one of those images that you see when you talk
Yeah.
about real estate?
Yeah, my vision is, to be helping people, especially homeowners, first time homeowners, buying their own house and being able to create from there and money to support themselves and their families. But start from there, helping them to visualize that everything is possible once you put everything in your mind. So everything is possible. And when I have those people, so we become like some cluster, create some clusters that they help each other according to the area where they live at. And then we will meet. Then we meet in, let's say, we meet in a big restaurant, and then we for each area or according to the location that they live, and so they will participate and they will help grow the communities and the people in, especially the kids in the kids because they have a lot of them our parents, especially in the Hispanic community. They need a lot of support, and once you give them the push, they go by themselves. They give everything they have.
Yes,
We create those big teams, create big teams, help them individually and help them to grow as a person in in the family, as a leader of the families, and as a leaders of communities. So they are so powerful because I believe in them, and they are very creative too. And you just have to give them the push, provide them, and they give everything, no restrictions. So
I love.
being there and knowing that culture, especially because I belong to that culture, so I know that just have to be help them to explore in their minds how powerful they are, how they make them believe in themselves, and then create what they have in that mind, and to get the freedom that they want, mentally and economical freedom that they're looking for.
I love that. I love that because like a lot of Hispanics, and I'm gonna use my parents as an example. They want to live the American dream, and what's the American dream for most of the Hispanics? Is like once you buy your first home, is like, man, like those people are like super joyful and happy. Once they take ownership of the home, like they hand them the keys, like they turn into somebody else, like totally like this joyful, accomplished people community. So if I could see you like doing that for you Hispanic community, like, and I put my family in there too, like I see the image of my parents when they first bought their home, like I could see their faces, like the joy. As soon as they got the house, the key, I was like, man, like they turn into like, I don't know where they got all this joy, but it's within themselves. But they found a real estate investor or like a real estate agent that's like, no, you know what? I can help you buy the house. That's what you want? Boom, here it is. And they showed them the way they bought the house. Now they own the house. They've been in the house for nearly 30 years now. So, and they're like the happiest people on the planet.
Yeah, I have my personal experience. I never had that opportunity with just, have somebody to offer me the opportunity. I was looking into that, but I never knew and they were not facilitated the opportunity to see how easy really the program that exists around, programs that are there to be used because there's some people that are specialized in helping and creating group for people that want to have the first step on the economic power in the society where they belong to. But we don't know. We didn't know that. I didn't know that. So I want to provide for them what I didn't have it. I was trying to buy my house, and no, you cannot buy the house. No, you cannot buy the house. It was my ex. No, you cannot buy the house. There's too much. So all the time you need to there's always a yes somewhere for you. There's always one no and 20 yes everywhere. So until I really was very determined and I went on my own and did what I did. So everything that you put into your head is gonna be developing and it's a creation that you have. Then you believe that you can do anything and it's easier to realize and have your own place to live.
Beautiful. I love that.
Mm.
Just to summarize, I think, Cecilia's saying she had to do it on her own, and she is set up to help people who are interested in buying their first home and affording their first home. She's here to actually pave their path and make it easier for them. So feel free to reach out to Coach Cecilia.
Thank you. Yeah, that's part of that. Yeah. Yeah, I'm here to serve you, to guide you, and I'll be very flattered to have that opportunity.
Beautiful. Thank you, Coach Cecilia.
And thank you for doing that. Thank you for that service that you provide as a real estate investor, says it, because that is gonna take away all those no's that maybe they've been told, like you were told to yourself, no, you can't do this because of this. No. But here's says he's gonna show up like, yes, you can because of this. And here's the way you're gonna make it happen. So that's what a lot of people are looking for nowadays, says he. So they're looking for you. And she's here, guys.
Thank you, thank you.
She's
And
in
also, that's the beautiful
area.
thing is that we have the education. We have this one who provide them the education. It's not only for me to to make the money, and it's only for us to together as a group to flourish and be great, because we're gonna give you the education to each one of you that are there. We want to provide the education, and once you hold the education, you put into practice and you recreate, and multiply what I learned.
Beautiful. Thank you. Thank you. Well, guys, I know we're at 20 minutes now, so I think we're going to wrap it up here today. But, we have 6 days of this information. So we got day number 2 coming up tomorrow. So make sure that you get tuned in, and we'll be back tomorrow with Coach Bruce, Coach Ceci, and myself. So thank you, coaches, for being here. And, yeah, let's wrap it up here. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you.
guys.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.